Now Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession.
All right, let's see what we got going on here.
Coming up.
No. You want? See if.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get him down.
4th and 10.
The first, as he can only get this to the 30.
Try it again.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think I can. Yeah.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits
Let's go. Let's go.
Touchdown, Chicago.
That's what I'm talking about.
DJ Moore, 70 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning
let's go.
Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Daniels looking to throw.
Oh, almost had it.
Football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as
Let's
soon as he released the
go.
throw,
We got
the corner
this.
was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Off the play fake, Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around.
Right there.
In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To the air goes Daniels. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
That's what I'm talking about.
Possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
Welcome to the live stream. How are ya?
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20.
There we go.
19 as he goes out of bounds.
Like I said, I can make a comeback.
Last time, now they
Done
double
it
it and
multiple
get 10
times.
here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here with Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down. Looking to throw is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Williams going to look to throw again. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 68 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
All right.
And we will not
30
have a
yards,
return.
70
They'll
yards
bring
in
this to
41
the 30.
seconds. Oh, it's possible.
The
Definitely
Bears
possible.
offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There we go.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Welcome to the live stream.
The second of their timeouts.
Feel free to chat. Oh.
Will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw, Williams, flush to his right. Looks for the all route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's
I thought I had it. Oh, well.
the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a screen for Robinson. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Williams loses the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And inside the 20.
That's right. Let's go.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes
you got this.
But there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's strong.
Nope.
Williams loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles.
What are you doing?
From his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right.
There we
Got the
go.
lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting.
Welcome to the live, Jamie. Thanks for the like. Right now, I'm just waiting for my opponent to unpause the game. So, how you doing tonight? Go live once in a great while. I don't go live very often. Thank you for the heart me. I'm also live on YouTube, YTube I should say. Not too bad. Busy. Ran some errands. Got some stuff for a baby shower tomorrow.
He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And back to playing. Go with Tampa 2.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
My cousin is having a baby.
Working from behind, and remember,
yeah, boy.
This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
There we go.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go.
It's his second child.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing
or
they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right.
Did I intercept it?
For the third time thus far. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Commanders
there we go.
Right
That's what I'm talking about.
Game.
Yeah, it is. She is due in April, I want to say. So. I know it's a boy, but I don't know how big the baby is right now. There we go. Back. Then do that way it processes. Nice. Finally went up a level. So do that. That one. Any plans for tonight, Jamie? No longer there. There we go. No comments over there.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Carlos Santos after the opening
playing the Ravens now.
Off from Baltimore. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far.
There we go.
He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
Cover 3.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Gonna run it out the middle.
The drive begins with Henry. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap.
I don't
and he
know
nearly
why,
gave it away.
but
That could have
okay.
eventually taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
There we go.
We can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kevin
Let's
Byard
go.
there to bring him down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. His first throw is an interception.
And
And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown.
that's what I'm talking about.
Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT.
Ooh. No. All right.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
There we
Quick chance
go.
at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. Finds some
Oh,
space.
no.
He's past the 30.
There we go.
And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and
Let's
setting your
go.
offense up with great field position.
Do that one.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Finds his man. It's Rashad.
There we
Bateman.
go. All right.
And they make the tackle at the
I can give
38.
up a little bit.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, a run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Well, how are you doing over there on YouTube?
Everyone's prepped. down now. Jackson looking to throw. He's on the move.
No.
He's keeping it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I got
This is one
lucky
of those
there.
occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All right, let's see. What do we got going on? There we go. Let's
Short
do
yardage
that.
situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, Lamar. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He finds him near the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
On 1st down, Jackson. Aguilar with the grab. And he'll go down here at the 16. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all
So
the time
close.
at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Jackson's going to throw again. That's the 1st down, and he's still going.
No, don't tackle him into the end zone.
Touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now
Welcome to
Tucker
the
on
live
end of the
stream.
kickoff.
How are ya?
And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some
Nice.
great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
See what I can do now with good.
Running behind center with Swift. And that's good yardage for the
There
new
we
set of
go.
downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield.
Nope, too many people up
show
front.
off his wheels.
First down throw by Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain.
That's
and a
what
new
I'm
set of
talking
downs.
about. Let's go.
They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
There we
And you've got
go.
one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
There we go. That's how I do it.
Santos has it all
Let's
teed up and
go.
ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go.
Oh, he
And the
came
return
out.
sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Did it crash? I hope it didn't crash.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
It did.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Finds Aguilar. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Why are you crashing?
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, here's Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
There we
And they
go,
still have
that's
one in their
better.
pocket for what's left of this half.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Handoff headed right to Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Brought in close to the 8. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Tyler Scott now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Here we go.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Oh, you just made
Here's
my
Swift on second down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn.
Welcome to the live stream. How are you?
With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Williams to throw on third. Complete beyond the marker.
There we go.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
I'm such a dick.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's got to gain a 6 there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Off the play fake, Williams.
Oh,
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
come
And
on.
that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Down to the 44-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13,
Damn.
and this drive will indeed continue.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, here's Swift. He still has room inside the 30.
Oh, broke his ankles. Let's go.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content
No,
with one end zone
come
trip
on.
nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside.
Any Bears fans on YTube over there? I gotta say YTube because I'm also on TikTok right now. Don't need a restriction.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They go play fake with Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will take this into the end zone.
I'll take that. He hasn't been able to stop me, so
the Ravens start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
let's go.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And he's brought down for a loss. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game.
Welcome to our live stream over on YTube. I'm also on TikTok, so feel free to chat.
Williams set to pass. He's got him. That's Swift. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
This is Swift. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5
there
yards
we go.
to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action.
There we go,
there
we go.
Just gouge and gash a defense like that. Next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. You go right over their head.
Going to the ground again on 1st. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
go with that one. See what we got after that.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Williams on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. A 19-yard pickup, and that's
that was close. That was really close.
Find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a
Who's y'all's favorite team over there?
Just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30.
There we go. Wide open. Wide open.
On the ground with Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
And hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Oh no, the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Did he call timeout? Did he call a timeout?
Clock's still
Nope.
running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. To throw. Getting out to his left. Takes out a one-stop. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, that he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Now to throw. Pass complete, screen play. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
What is he doing?
Here he is to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
I was going to say, what are you doing?
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Setting up to pass. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
How you doing, Seb Trader?
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Looking to throw it. He finds Aguilar. And he gets it.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
18 seconds.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Possible.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying some time right. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he gets down inside the 30 before he steps out. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. On the give, it's Swift. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So everything rests on the foot of Carlos Santos. A very short kick here from the right hash. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him.
Why?
And that miss extinguishes the last chance they had in this game.
That was
That's got to be the loudest cheer we've heard here since their team ran out of the tunnel before the game. That kick, the last gasp effort for their opponents. Well, now the fans officially know with the kneel down, they can start celebrating.
Why would you change the view on that?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And there was no easy
Wow.
It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from KC. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Looks like they're going to be a little aggressive.
Well, they're trying to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as
There we go.
get to
Let's do
third down.
that.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not.
Welcome to the live stream. How are you?
A real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time. They try Swift.
Nope.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes.
There we go.
Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became
That's
too
what
many
I'm talking
options at
about.
their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Hardman now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will
Get
take
the
over.
legend mode.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
There we go.
So
We got
after
this.
one, it's the Bears off to the early lead.
We got this.
We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
You going
I think
for
he
it?
predetermined
What are you
that
doing?
3rd down throw. And even
What
though
are
the
you
coverage was
doing?
tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his
4th and
progressions
5.
and has a little bit
Yeah,
more
he's
trust
going
in his
for it. It's on his
protection,
own
I think there's
side.
an easier throw to make out there.
Yup.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So here, as the
Should not have gone
quarterback,
for
you
it.
can't take that sack. You have to understand
1, 2,
it's
3,
4th
4.
down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've
no.
got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and
I
intercepted.
didn't want.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
I think he's that far up. I wanted it more right.
an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case,
there we
it's a
go.
simple check down, picks
See
up
what they're
going to
do now.
Brings up third down.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Set to go now on first and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Play action here. Mahomes, no chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Mahomes now on second down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now they'll be looking at third and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal. Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he nearly got away, but they finally bring him down at about the 3 to set up fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it.
Now how about this? It's a fake. And that is incomplete. They had a sure 3 points there, but they got a little greedy, went with the fake, and they'll get no points and turn it over on downs.
Nope.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Breathing room up past the 15. And he gets him out of danger and then some.
Welcome to the live stream over there on YT. I'm also on TikTok, so I can't say.
His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal
got too
caller behind
aggressive.
center,
Got
you're
way
gonna have to
too
deal with some
aggressive.
of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On first down, it's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. The return starts at the 13. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And out of bounds it goes, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Here's Williams now to throw.
Oh,
Third time today he's intercepted.
come on.
By Drew Tranquil.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
No.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield.
That was terrible.
It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver's able to take it in for 6.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. He'll drop to throw. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1. the 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
Ooh, I had it.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go. It's Swift, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Should have known they were that. A lot of blitz.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be intercepted.
There we go.
By Kyler Gordon.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A first catch for DJ and a 1st down. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down.
Welcome to the live stream. How's everybody doing?
To throw is Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game.
Any Bills fans? Any Bears fans? Or something obscure like Jaguars?
case, the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Come on. Nope.
They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. I do believe gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
That is pulled in at the 5.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over?
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Roschon Johnson, touchdown Bears. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2. Williams. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Try that.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. Incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties
so lucky
are
there.
going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't.
And for a 3rd.
And by go.
It's the veteran safety.
Come on.
He won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So all game,
Take that,
we've seen him
Mahomes.
take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Rage quit on me. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do quite a bit of Madden on here. Nice. Just making my way up to legend level. Nice.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums.
Oh,
And the
Bengals.
oldest
Haven't
one
played
still in
these guys
use.
yet.
It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from Chicago. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Let's see how aggressive he's going to be.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. Forced out to his right. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. And he's chased out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack for the defense. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Williams. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling.
There we go.
And they say catch. Great play. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
No. Yeah.
To throw is Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. 2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll run it with Swift. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. DeAndre Swift.
That's what I'm talking about.
What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
There we go.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 36. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen
There
to
we
me
go.
and
What
words I
do we-
screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got
Do
to
that
be
one. I
borderline
don't think-
automatic in this offense.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak
All
that
right.
throw in.
You're going to punt it. You should punt it.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. Trying for it with Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First down, here's Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Chased out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Williams throwing on 4th. On the move, headed right. And it falls.
What? Oh.
So
He's open. Why would you throw it at his feet?
Gives the ball back to their offense.
Come on.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
You can bend but not break. Keep him out.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow back to throw. Hit it out right. Now here he goes. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there.
That will work.
The running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
3 timeouts.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
1:49.
Tyler Scott now to return it. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
Able to get it to Moore. And he gets him around 6 there. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Whoa.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. He's got him. That's Swift. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout.
There we go.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Sticking in the air, it's Williams.
Come on.
It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Open.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. We've got a screen to the running back. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He's on the move.
Nobody's open.
Pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down throw by Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. He's got it at the 6.
Get in.
Oh. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears tie things up at 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Burrow. Has a man, it's Brown. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield.
Welcome to the live stream.
And go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's corralled after
How you doing?
That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Brown again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick.
Come on. Come on.
And the Bears get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
All right.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Here's Williams. He rolls to his right. Swift hauls it in. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Forced out to his right. Intercepted in the end zone. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Burrow. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Big gain downfield.
Are you kidding me?
The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing
He's not
drive.
fast. How are
I
you?
love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A handoff left for Swift. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, it puts some heat. They connect on the deep shot. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Off the play fake, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's incomplete.
people.
That throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. A pickup of 9 that takes them up to 4th and just 1. Running behind center with Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Wow.
And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
That was terrible.
Burrow to the air now. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it.
What the?
On the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Handoff headed left to Brown. Gets up the edge to the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bengals feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Back to throw. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
We need an interception.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He'll get this one to Brown. And this one does not go far. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, Coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Why
So
would it go towards Johnson
that
instead
puts
of
him up here,
Stevenson?
2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
McPherson to add the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This return starts at the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Williams to throw on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And then gas. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Why are my cornerbacks so slow?
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And now the Bengals offense still on the field. We'll see them go for 2. And he's got a man. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. First down, Williams. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working